Hello friends, and welcome to our Week 5 Economics Studies Weekly Segway, where we review our previous week's learning and look forward to this week's learning goals and exercises. Let's get started. Last week, we got set up with Quizlet as a progressive learning tool to help us develop our vocabulary through a running, adaptable list of words, terms, and concepts. As we did this, we engaged the following tasks to further our studies and prepare for our unit project we'll be working on in the coming weeks. Last week, we explored a Nearpod video exercise that discusses the concepts of scarcity, opportunity cost, and trade-offs in relation to matters involving higher education that hopefully was relatable to some possible issues you may be dealing with as a grade 12 student. Later in the week, we started to explore and develop inquiries to make sense of the production possibility curve or production possibility frontier model that helps us understand how resources and choices help us manage our decisions depending on our values and incentives. Throughout last week, we also read and collaboratively annotated Chapter 1, Section 2 CAMI document to help us comprehend, connect to additional resources, and extend our understanding of the concepts in relation to the factors of production, the PPC or the PPF, and consumer protections. We finished last week off with completing, reviewing, and submitting a Tinstoffel dipstick Google form exercise as a formative experience to evaluate our understanding of the concepts we studied last week. And we ended last Friday's class with a reflection of our vocabulary development and interaction using Quizlet. This week in economics, we will continue to practice, improve, and refine our understandings and functional expression in relation to our course concepts by starting to explore and make sense of our summative project scenario in our assessment groups. Throughout the next several weeks, we will be working to consolidate our previous understandings through a line of inquiry and discussion in a similar manner as the AJ scenario from a couple weeks ago, while expanding our comprehension and functional use of new, relevant concepts and vocabulary that help us better describe, analyze, explain, predict using an economic framework of study as provided in Chapter 2, Section 1 reading. To pursue our group project goals and inquiry-based learning, we will be exploring a new economic scenario that helps us suss out what we already know about economics. We will be making further inquiries to determine what we need to know about the scenario and the relevant economic concepts and principles. We will also be interacting with additional primary and secondary source materials involving readings, audio clips, videos, and multimedia presentations. We will be drafting and establishing group goals, procedures, and norms based on our individual and shared team values to best pursue our collaborative summative assessment. As we progress into next week, we will turn our attention to remaining inquiries and use the answers we've collaboratively identified to present our description, analysis, explanation, and predictions and/or recommendations involving the scenario we will be starting this week. Now, before I end, let's take a look at a timely tech tip you may find useful in relation to our studies for this week and the weeks to come. Flipgrid has become a very common tool for teachers and students to share multimedia-based presentations through connective topics and simple-to-use recording features. Teachers easily share tasks and exercises by sharing direct links to the topics they create within Flipgrid. When students access these links, students will see a simple interface that overviews the assignment and additional resources that may be linked in the assignment. When ready, students can access the response dialog box that interfaces all the wonderful features and tools that enable multimedia-rich responses. Let's take a look at the possibilities available for students when responding to topics using these features. The wonderful aspect of Flipgrid's response interface is the simplicity to add numerous multimedia files in a sequential, linear manner, and blend these files into a whole production using your audio, webcam, and even screen recording functions. Working from left to right along the simple bottom toolbar, you can click the Options menu grid to instantly begin recording with your device's default webcam with the big red record button, or upload a pre-produced clip directly into the topic, toggle on the mic only feature, adjust the webcam's mirror settings if necessary, toggle the mic off and use only the video, record your screen, and switch to an external video audio recording device if necessary. Once you've added some content, you can then trim the file as necessary and then add the next segment of your video, which may be an additional and/or different multimedia clip. If you are working with multiple files, you are able to rearrange the clips on the go as desired on a simple sequential timeline. In addition, you can add background music that will be adjusted against your dialogue's volume automatically to give your video a more polished feel. With a little more planning, you can use the effects and backdrop options to add various immersive features to your clips that help you demonstrate your understanding in relation to the topic prompt and develop your theme using visuals and so forth. Prior to recording your first or additional multimedia, you can activate and layer one or all of these features in a single recording with a little preparation. Filters, stickers, and frames can add some aesthetically relevant views related to the theme you are attempting to convey. The text and pin tools enable you to add demonstrations and annotations on top of your live recording file. The board feature enables an adjustable blank space to add drawings, text, and other visuals to enhance and reinforce your explanations. The stickers, GIFs, and media allow you to bring in stock files and/or custom designed visuals to further engage your audience with your content. In addition to the effects, you can access the backdrop options to further customize and build out your thematic presentations in the style of a Zoom or Google Meet virtual meeting. When all is finished and your response video is ready, you simply click through the next button to title and describe your production. Additionally, you can adjust the still visuals representing your video by selecting a frame, taking a selfie, uploading a photo, and/or adding a name tag. When finished, simply click Submit to begin the final video's processing and posting of the topic response that you just created. And that's it. Depending on how much time your teacher has set for your response, you can create a quick video or audio response or a more complex, visually stimulating, multimedia-rich presentation. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.